everyone. Welcome back to Parashah Pantry. This week we will be looking at Parashat Lech Lecha, a very famous portion you may know of, but we're going to look at a part of the portion that is a little bit more unknown. So this comes from Genesis chapter 12. The story is verse 11 through 20. When Abraham is about to take his wife Sarai down to Egypt, but he tells his wife not to reveal her true identity, for she was so beautiful that Abraham was afraid that the Egyptians would take him away from her and take her and hurt him. So he said to Sarai, his wife, "If anyone asks, tell them that you are my sister." So they head down to Egypt, and sure enough, upon entering the land, the guards question Sarai because she was so beautiful. Thinking she wasn't married, they took her to Pharaoh's court, to his palace. Abraham was actually rewarded with a lot of wealth. Pharaoh sent for Abraham when he figured that something was going on because a plague had come to Pharaoh's house. And he said, "What is this that you have done to me? Why didn't you tell me that she was your wife?" And he said, "Here is your wife. Take her and be gone." So what an interesting story where Abraham chooses not to be transparent and honest. And at first, things went well for him. But then after that, he was sent away. So the message here is that even when it's difficult sometimes, even when we're a little afraid of the truth, it's always better to be transparent and honest. So we're going to make something from the pantry today that is quite traditional in Jewish cooking. It's called the Kreplach. Maybe you have heard about it from your Bubbe, or it's something traditional that your family usually makes around the holidays. A Kreplach is a dumpling. It is like a noodle, a dough that holds something hidden inside. So that's why we're going to make them today, to remind us of the secret that Abraham hid. So all you need is dough and something to put inside. So we're going to use a meat filling today. So I've already prepared a little bit in advance, making some dough by whisking 3 eggs and 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And then I poured that mixture into a well of 3 cups of flour. You can see here what it looks like. And I mixed that together until I got a dough-like consistency, actually pretty elastic. I kneaded it for about 10 minutes and let it rest for about 30 minutes. So here I am with the dough right in front of me, and I have already taken a rolling pin and rolled out a piece of the dough to be about a 1/4 inch thick. I'm going to shape this into 2 squares, and we're going to fill them and make little hidden pockets, and then we're going to place them into some chicken broth where they're going to simmer until they float. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So this filling is just ground meat with an onion and some salt. Really simple, but yummy. So you see, I'm going to fold it over and make a pocket. And you can get really detailed with the shape here, but I'm just going to go with whatever shape comes. And I'm going to dip my fork in water and seal the edges. So you can hear my soup broth is boiling over there. So here we have our nice little Kreplach, And I'm just going to put it into the soup. I'm going to make them all at once, actually, and then we'll put them in together. So then when they're all sealed up, I'm just going to place them on a plate and cover them. And we'll keep going, and we'll make all of them. Making my dough a little bit stickier with some water around the edges because this one is not sticking together. That's the hardest part. So I am going to put these into the pots of broth and let it simmer until they float to the top, and we'll see how they turn out. I have just taken the Kreplach, the dumpling, out of the pot, and it is beautiful. Look at it. And I just scooped up some of the chicken broth as well, and we're going to go enjoy these steaming hot treasure-filled Kreplach. So we hope you have a Shabbat Shalom, a great week, and a wonderful reminder from our pantry to be honest and transparent with those you love. Have a great week.
לעסוק בדברי תורה, לעסוק בדברי תורה.